No siema, witam was serdecznie na moim kanale, ja jestem Ardal, a to jest kolejny odcinek naszych przygód z grą Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Drodzy widzowie, nie przedłużam, wam życzę miłego oglądania. Jedziemy.
Henry? It's about time. Come here. Do you have a moment?
Jasne, dobra. Powiesz mi sobie?
What's your story?
What would you say? Right now, I'm slightly scruffy nothing.
But I don't have any money. Look at me. I don't have anything at all.
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Trosky.
Proszę bardzo.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
Chyba masz rację.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Jak ty w ogóle masz na imię?
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
Czyli wędrujesz
You're
sobie.
something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary or help in the tavern, but I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller or a nomad, but don't say it too loud. The locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Spadek reputacji. Dokąd zmierzasz?
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
Do którego miasta
You
zmierzasz?
said you're going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
Co zamiast robić w mieście?
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
Dlaczego mi pomagasz?
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Opowiedz mi nieco o kocurze.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Myślisz, że mógłby czegoś
Do you
nauczyć?
think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Się popisuje.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He breaks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Pomóż mi. Potrzebuję trochę pieniędzy.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Potrzebuję dzień.
It's no wonder nobody wants anything to do with me. I look like a vagrant.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin? A monk's robe? Or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
Aby mi się zbroja.
I could use some armour. Proper, like, for a night. And no rusty junk.
And you are like a knight?
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I came here in armour, sword at my side, and on a horse.
Wow. And where is your armour, sword, and horse now?
That's a long story. And it's not a happy tale.
Well, you can hardly buy new armour now, but you might find something in the town hall armoury, although you'll need quick hands.
Dzięki, to mi się przyda.
Thanks. These'll come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
Potrzebuję konia.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semin on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it'll be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semin.
Jem gdzie spać.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
Zagosować się na wesele.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semin. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in.
Okej.
I really need something to wear.
I can see that. Save up for something or use those lockpicks. Either way, I can't help you anymore.
No to już wszystko.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Hej. Musimy się ogarnąć. Jakaś balia z wodą. Tu się przydała. O jest. Dobra. Ciekawe miejsca, informator, karczma.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Wójt.
Excuse me.
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, lad, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
I'd like to buy something. Where can I find some merchants around here?
If it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village, of course. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help you.
I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my official pizzle?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy, but he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is in charge of things.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think? Up in the castle.
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about it? That's your problem. I'm not going to put in a word for you. I hardly know you.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself. Greetings to you too.
What's new, bailiff?
Nothing special. Fortunately, Troskowitz is a quiet village. It's peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far, thank God. Just here and there a brawl in the tavern or the neighbour's errant cow. Well, that's how it was until recently, at least.
And what happened?
What do you think? It started with that nomadic riffraff, theft of hens and sheep, then continued with ambushes on the road. And then the wolves started to come in from the forests on account of the poachers killing off their prey. Oh, and then our master Chamberlain Ulrich. Oh my God. But that's no business of yours, understand?
I understand. That's your business, bailiff.
Okej. Więc musimy znaleźć jakieś suszarnie, gniazdo, karczma.
God bless.
Strażnik. Okej.
Nothing. Just a slight cold. Aye, a man would be born into the priest. Women are made of stronger stuff. Feel free. You're no longer in mortal danger. God be with you. Can't say I blame him.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped being angry. And if you don't have anywhere to sleep, they'll have asked you and tell it.
Co tu jest?
God grant you health.
Cieśla. Handluj. Sprzedaj. Kup. Ale nie jest to. Gdzie są w ogóle moje pieniądze? Nie widzę.
Maybe next time then.
Może nic nie mam po prostu. Nie są. Grosze. 5. Och. Szał. Nie chcę się łamywać nigdzie.
Greetings. What was it I wanted?
Kaczmarka.
I'll be right with you. God be with you.
To jest ta, która się wkurzyła na
Christ,
mnie.
pardon me.
Tylko, że nie mam kasy, tak mam grać w kości. No zobaczymy.
How about trying your luck at dice?
What game would you like to play?
I actually don't want to play anything. See ya.
Gdzie tu mogę jakieś, kurde... Suszarnia, gniazdo, karczma... Laboratorium. Zobaczmy to, laboratorium.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
What? Huh? What are you barging in here for?
Handluj. Sprzedaj. Targuj się.
Let's talk about the price.
Warum nicht?
Targowanie możliwe za ceny podczas kupna lub sprzedaży przedmiotów. Określ swą pozycję w skali i potwierdź ją. WS zmieniając cenie EB za zdjęcie oferty. Złóż ofertę.
Do you accept?
You really won't convince me like this.
And it looked like we'd never agree.
Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Trochę więcej. Zbieramy sobie zioła. Trochę to potrwa, ale kasa za wpili w sumie. No, trochę potrwa, widzowie. A to jest póki co chyba jedyny sposób na to, by coś zarobić. A potem pójdę, zacznę wytwarzać jakieś mikstury.
Hail.
Ach joj.
You can't just stroll around here without so much as a buy your...
To nie można.
God be with you.
Ja, że mogę sobie wejść, skorzystać, ale nie ma tak dobrze. Co my tu jeszcze mamy ciekawego, widzowie? Skrzynka na odpusty. Laboratorium, aptekarza. Cieśla. Musimy do Kowala musimy pójść. Co się stało z orzechem? Dobra, będziemy tego orzecha szukać. Widzowie. Kryjówka kłusowników. Kłusownictwo chyba jest nielegalne, co? Miejsce polowania. Po drugiej stronie. Zobaczymy.
What the fuck is this supposed to...
Hey, lad! What do you want? Come here. Are you deaf or stupid? Or both? Sacra. Good to see you, lad.
Really? It seems to me I'm in your way.
Ha! Not at all. That poor fella didn't have anything interesting on him. But you might.
I'm almost as poor as that dead man there. I was just robbed of everything I had.
Well, that's some bad luck, losing everything twice in a row like that. So, what'll it be?
Why do you think the poor dead man is lying here? He's far from the only one. I saved myself only because I swam naked across the pond.
Right. I was thinking to myself, there's nothing left here that's worth anything.
They even killed my dog here.
Oh, what a fucking mess. Clear off before I change my mind.
Before we part ways, have you seen a dog?
A dog? No, I haven't. But when I'm out at night, laying in looking for work, I often hear wolves howling by the rocks near the pond.
Może jakbym go napadł?
Oh, there's something lying over there. I hope it's not mutt.
Nie.
Dead and robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of mutt. Oh, a nice bit of venison. And something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him.
Will you help me, Henry?
Have you seen a stray dog around? I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Oh, sucker. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond, and they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs. He could have run into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Samine these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
Thanks. Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
Temat Pauliny.
Do you think anyone might want to hurt Pavlena?
These are evil times, Henry. I dread to think what could happen to a young girl alone on the road. And besides, the folk in Troskowitz ain't too fond of us.
Dlaczego ludzie w Troskowicach nie lubią?
What have the Troskowitz people got against you? Did something happen?
I'd rather not talk about it, Henry. I wouldn't want you to get the wrong impression about us.
You live completely alone in the middle of the woods. Don't you think I've already got a bad enough impression of you?
And where else would we live, you genius, when we're not wanted? Don't go digging up old wrongs, Henry. And don't insult us.
Where exactly was Pavlena going?
To Troskowitz. She was taking wicker baskets she'd made. She sells them there and uses the coin to buy what we need. Sometimes it takes her a while, but this time she said she'd be right back. I have a bad feeling about this.
Did it occur to you she might have run off? She's a young girl and pretty. What kind of life does she have here in the woods? Maybe she wanted to live a little.
You don't know Pavlena. She's not like that. If she wanted to live a little, she'd tell me straight out. She doesn't keep things from me. Don't imagine I keep her here against her will, or that I don't know what it means to be young.
Pavlena is young and well, no offence, but you seem a little old to be her mother. Is she really your daughter?
She is. Not by birth, but that doesn't change anything. Her mother died in childbirth, and there was no one but me to take care of her.
And who was Pavlena's birth mother?
A girl from the charcoal burners. They left the county, and I think she had no one else. I buried her myself. No one came for her.
And do you know anything about Pavlena's father?
I don't know who he was. Pavlena's mother was very young, and the fella surely abandoned her when her belly grew. She never told me nothing about him.
Well, as a midwife, I'm sure you've seen it often that, well, that the mother doesn't survive childbirth.
All too often, lad. But that's the lot of women. Or is it any different where you're from?
No, it's not. True enough.
See then? Now, can we just keep our minds on Pavlena?
All
right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. Like I said, she was heading for Troskowitz. You should start looking there.
All right. I'll ask around there for her.
And maybe you could look in her room in the loft. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
Okej, zróbmy sobie trochę, znowu jak już tu jesteśmy, mikstur. Rumianek i szałwia.
It's a shame I didn't collect fresh herbs. If I'd had fresh herbs, it would have turned out better. It's a shame I didn't collect fresh herbs.
Moi drodzy widzowie, to by było na tyle w dzisiejszym odcinku. Jeżeli ten się Wam podobał, zostawcie łapkę w górę. Zachęcam Was do pisania komentarza pod filmikiem, zostawienia subika z dzwoneczkiem. Zachęcajcie swoich znajomych, by ten kanał subowali. I do zobaczenia w następnym odcinku. Siema.